trouble, oh so much trouble. Now we're in trouble, make me lose my pain.
They asked me where the words Roses King's Castles come from.
Yeah.
And there was no hidden meaning, it's just 3 words I like the sound of. Bringing back melodic indie pop. I mean, I'm bored of like, I don't know, I'm not bored, but I've heard so many guitars in bands and it gets a bit monotonous after a while. There's lots nothing to say, and so I just want to hear a nice melody sung well.
Oh, you're a singer.
The house minds that come from Hull. A lot of my stuff sounds like house minds. So I'm hoping it's going to be some house minds fans. Probably not. Music's not really like Babyshambles. It's kind of like the melodic side of Babyshambles, but it's not. I've co-written 2 songs in the last album. I've co-written a couple on the next album. So there are elements of it, but it's probably about 20% similar to Babyshambles, 80% similar to everything else. So it's nice, but it's it's turning on to people to a different sound as well, because it's not like there's nothing really out there, which is similar to what I do. Really well in France. Obviously probably not as big as over here. I'll say not as big as over here. I'm not big over here, cool. But blimey, it's like, I'll have about 40 people watching, but for me it's amazing because it's something I've done on my own, and I'm lucky to have that fan base. There's not many people that start out and after 3 months they're playing to 40 people, so I'm nowhere big, but I've got a nice little French fan base.
Receptive over there, or?
Yeah, well, I sing all my songs in German or French or Italian, depends where I am. Sort of throw a bit hoarse. So some of the high notes and the texture might be a bit loose, but they won't mind. I think there's a few penciled in, like little folky things really. I mean, I'm not going to be headlining Glastonbury, but yeah, no, I think it's nice. Peter's doing his solo thing, so it gives me a bit of a space to breathe. I mean, he's just organised his tour, but I'm playing on his tour as well. I'm doing drums and vibraphone or accordion and all sorts. I think a good moisturiser is a must in these conditions. My skin gets a bit dry. My lips especially, I forgot to bring my lips in. Close it down a little bit after January just to get Babyshambles moving a bit. And Peter's solo tour, I've got to get loads of energy into that. But it's nice to have just had a little chance, and I'm back in the studio doing the next Roses album with Stephen Streets. He's going to help me out do an EP for later in the year, and I'd like to release something of mine once a year now. So I don't have to tour it, I can just release it. It costs me a fortune though, but it's worth it. But I'll be on that tour doing that with him. And in between that, I'm just going to do some writing, hopefully get into the studio with Babyshambles, but it's like January was my month really, and then after this I've got to put it to bed a bit and just let it develop. We're going to be touring at the end of the year, but it's Peter's solo time now, so we're letting him do that, get that out of his system. But you'll be Babyshambles and do a few festivals, and later in the year we've got some gigs, so. And a few people, friends who play oboe and some cello as well, and but apart from that, it's on me. Price is right, go anywhere, I'd do anything for a £5.